Okay, so this video I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing on my Z9 facelifted 607 V6 manual. So the AC has been acting up for a very long time. But this is last year. So what I've been doing was we get once it leaks out, it's actually a leakage issue. So if it leaks out, I'll put gas to serve for a month. Sometimes if I'm lucky 2 months, then the gas dries out again. That leaks out again. I put another one. So this time I decided, no, let me even tackle it since I did my whole 7 successfully. So far it's working for about 6 days, 7 days now. So so this so far that's what we removed. Huh? Okay, hold on, let me see. Really? Wow. So the compressor is leaking. So Abula oil NLC now from the engine.
Linear.
Okay. So it's leaking.
Wow.
The other side, what are money? So,
Oh, you want that one?
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Alright, yeah.
I am a maker. That's calling a book.
Huh?
I am a maker on the book.
No, I'm a Japan. I'm not here. I'm back again. Why?
Oh, no, so I want to be price.
I am here. But I'm carrying last time. So I'm on my own video. Okay, so yeah, the compressor is leaking, obviously. So back to what I was saying. You can see this was this is one of the pressure line that is here. It's directly under the radiator, facing the back one catalytic converter. So this is where you put the gas. So this gas, hold on. You can see it has swollen up. It's swollen up here. So there's also having leakage issue here. But I think what mostly caused this issue on this pressure hose, gas pressure hose, is this heat shield has broken. So the heat from the catalytic converter most likely is now affecting the hose. So that's most likely what caused the hose to swell up and leakage obviously as well. So we'll change the hose. We'll do cut and join, get a new hose, cut and join and weld it here. I don't know if you can't find another heat shield. What we'll obviously do will be to put back this old one when they remove the hose. I mean, it's to see between some work, but then there's already crack on it. So that's so that the heat won't get to it for a long time until when I can find a heat shield I can use to cover the hose. There was also leaking from somewhere here. We removed the line. So about 3-4 places actually, 3 places that I was looking for. So we're going to change this and then deal with the compressor. So I'm going to meet the technician that will replace the leaking seal on the compressor to confirm that it's only that one seal that will seal. If you change on the 407, which fortunately is also leaking on this one. Okay, so this one seems to be okay. I'll find out from my technician if it's leaking because I need to change it. So we update. We change the old sources. So this is the 2. So this one we swap it in. So we want to put back this heat shield. Well, I'll just try to see if I can get another one. And probably one I can wrap. It's actually available online, but most of the ones I see, they are not in Nigeria, so I have to order it. Anyway, so we're going to mount it now, then the learning compressor. Okay. Okay, so update. So I'll be able to change the look at the things that were replaced on the compressor. This is I don't know what this is. Anyway, these ones were behind the compressors. Inside, actually, I took a peep. I don't know. I didn't go with my camera, but the compressor has 7 pistons. Anyway, so I actually had to buy this. But unfortunately, it's even not good enough. So I mounted everything and started the vehicle, put the gas, and started chilling. Then at a point, I noticed that the fan wasn't spinning. I was like, wow. So I had to switch off the car. Unfortunately, I didn't go with my PP2000 Diagnostic, so that I can check to know whether the fan is actually fault. So I disconnected the CTS, coolant temperature sensor, and it still didn't refuse to work. It wasn't spinning, but it was making attempts. It would just behave as if you want to spin, go off, spin, go. It was just shaking. So I left the CTS disconnected, switched off the car, started it again, did it like 2 times. All of a sudden, the fan started working. So at that point, I reconnected it, switched out the car, started working. So we now continued, put on the AC, picked up again. We now continued and put in the gas. So concluded with the gas and left the car for some minutes, started it again, same issue. The AC, the fan, cooling fan refused to work. So I was like, you know what, let me just drive the car without the AC back home. And because like I said, I didn't have my laptop with me. So now I've connected it and as you can see, permanent fault, high speed delay, chopper control, electrical malfunction. I remember there was a time I removed this fan. It was wobbling. I later mounted it back. It was better than the one I think there was one I changed it before. Unfortunately, the one I put was for 4-cylinder, so that one didn't last. So I had to put back this, which, to be honest, was actually working. Even with the wobbling, it was still working. So I'm just surprised that car has given up. The fan has given up. Which makes me wonder. Actually, could it be that there was still gas in the system? Because what usually happens is I put gas, after a while, maybe like a month or two, the gas will stop, will leak out. I'll put another one. That's how I've been using it until one day it was less than put it maybe like today, then like 7 days later all of a sudden it stopped cooling. So I assume that maybe the leakage is now much for me to fix. And truly we could see it was actually leaking. But could it be maybe it wasn't really, it was the fan that stopped working, so the system now switched off the compressor. I now assume that the issue was leakage, not most likely the fan was the reason why the air compressor stopped working, and I didn't know. So well, as luck will have it, if you want to put it that way, I have a spare compressor, spare fan which I bought and kept. So let's see whether I have time to do it this evening. I'll make a time, swap it in, then see whether the issue will go away. The relay is here actually, but I doubt if this is the relay. This model should have a fuse. I'm yet to find that fuse. So they all have that fuse. There is usually a big fuse that connects between the fan and the relay. I'm yet to see where that fuse is. I don't understand. Others then I have seen that fuse somewhere mounted somewhere here, but I've not seen mine. In fact, I took my time. Remember when I did that conversion from auto to manual gearbox? I said, okay, since I had to remove all these things, I looked for it very well. I didn't see it, so I assumed most likely my model didn't come with that fuse. So this is the relay, fan relay. Thinking maybe I should swap in another relay. What I'll do is I'll bring the fan, which has its own relay. So I'll swap the relay, start the car. If same issue continues, then I'll swap the fan. So that will be easier that way. Okay, so so I'm going to clear the fault. Let's see. I clear the fault. I will start the key again, so I can swap the relay, then see what happens. Oh, the second fault is that gearbox inconsistency. Remember, it's converted from automatic to manual, so that fault will stay permanently there. Since I'm actually running the car with the automatic transmission ECU, that's engine ECU with that works with automatic transmission. Remember, this car, there is no manual transmission that is produced with it for this engine. So okay. So we'll update. So one thing I forgot to mention was the how I was able to drive the car with that fan. Because I mentioned it, but didn't explain. Yeah, I just took the faith that yeah, it was going to get me up. So started the car. Of course, I knew the fan was not working. All I did make sure was not to put on the AC. And how many traffic lights? About 5 or 6. So what I was doing was, once I get to any stoplight or traffic light, I will switch off the car and wait. When it's time to move on, I'll start the car again and continue. And that was like 10-15 kilometers. I'll just say approximately 20 kilometers until I got home. Temperature didn't go beyond 90 degrees Celsius on the temperature, but when I got home, I now got my laptop, plugged it in, checked the the coolant temperature. It was reading like 103, 105 degrees Celsius. So remember, it's actually at 105. I think it's 105 degrees Celsius that the high speed is supposed to come up without AC. Or maybe 110 degrees Celsius, the high speed will come up. So that's the advantage of this is if your cooling system is intact, everything is working. You can actually do a long distance without your fan. Yeah, you can drive long distance without your fan working. So engine doesn't necessarily need the fan all the time. So once you're in motion, you barely need the fan. Unless maybe your AC is on. But without AC, like I say, you barely need the fan. Just have your thermostat working, the water pump in good condition, radiator, every other thing working, no air in the system. Then you are good to go. As long as you don't get to stop and stay there for long, or you find yourself in a traffic jam, moving slowly, yeah, over time the temperature will start spiking. Okay. So I have this relay I want to use to test to know if the issue is the relay. So let's first thing first. Let's it's not the right side, so don't. Oh, this cannot work. Have this thing here. Let's see if I can use this one. So this is the spare fan. This is the spare fan. So I bought it used. I actually bought two and kept this one. So maybe it will be easier to test fan before. Oh, I've even removed the relay. Let's see. Maybe I'll try another relay. Because funny enough, this relay it doesn't smell burnt. So I doubt it didn't burn anything. So I doubt this issue is from the relay. I should have a spare relay. I should have a spare one. Let me try another one, see if there will be any different. I think I have this spare one somewhere. Okay, I will check and update. I want to try it before I start to remove the fan. Because if it's the relay, it will make more work much easier. But one thing I know, relay, once it fails or burns, yeah, it will be smelling. The smelling burn. And sometimes you see the sign of burn. But this one doesn't have it. Anyway, we'll see. Okay, so I actually found this. I remember that I had this kind of relay in my toolbox here. But the thing is, I'm not actually sure whether this relay is good or not. Maybe I'll test it now if the fan works. Because I put it and I know I kept it there for a reason, but I can't confirm whether it was one of the old ones that failed that I replaced, or whether it's actually still good. So I swapped it in and started the car, put on the AC, the fire didn't come up. So this is the old one, the one that was there before. So this is the old one. So what I'm going to do, I'll keep it somewhere so that once I confirm the fan is working, then I'll test it before to be sure it's okay. So I was like, I know I have something I could use that has a 4-pin instead, but then it will be in my 505. My 505 has this kind of relay, not necessarily the one with thicker pin that I can fit in, but then I didn't want to bother going to that car now. Remember, it has its own issues that I'm still dealing with. So what I'll be doing now is, so what I now decided, you know what, let me just remove the fan, the old one. So this is it. This is the one that stopped working. Seems the bearing is already making small noise, but that's not even the issue anyway. So I removed it, and so to do that I have to remove the spare one from the cone or shroud. So this is it. I've mounted it and I've connected it, but it's still on the ground. So what I'm going to do now is to run the fan, here. I'm going to use my system, run it here. So I'm going to put back the relay that was there before. Let me put it back and use it to do the test. Okay, so that's sorted out. Since this thing pulled out, I'm going to mount it back. Let's finish the work. So I'm going to run the fan now using my PP2000. Remember, like I said, this is the position. By the way, I saw this top inside here. I don't know, and I was surprised it wasn't making noise. Normally, once waterproof go behind it, will be making noise, right? Anyway, so I've already set up the PP2000. Meanwhile, I need to clear the floor. Remember, I started the car with the other relay and no effect. So I know you'll be showing fan faults. Yeah. So permanent fault, high speed delay, chopper control. Oh, this other one, like I said, should be ignored. Gear inconsistency. So remember, it's no longer automatic transmission, as you can see here. Alright, so I need to clear the fault. So I know no other fault before I now do the actuator test. Okay, you see, no fault. So I'm going to start with I don't know. I'm not sure this one. It has a low speed test, but I'm not sure that low speed works here. It's supposed to be only high speed. But let's find out. I doubt if it should work, even if the fan is okay. So let's test the low speed. Shouldn't work. Should be the high speed if at all it's working. So let's go back. Okay, so I can't remember fully. I know for 407, no, you can't test low speed, only high speed. But Z9, it should be the same, basically the same fan and similar ECU. So, okay, now let's see. Same issue. Beginning to sound like something is. It might not actually be the fan. Maybe the relay or fuse somewhere. You know what I'm going to do? Virtually, I'm going to go to that manufacturer and get another relay and run it so that if it continues, then because right now the two relays, you don't know if they are good or not. So as it is now, because this fan is very good, there's nothing wrong with this fan, so which is confirmed working because I tested it and it's working, so it's confirmed. So meaning that this one might actually still be good. So what will be the problem now is elsewhere, that is not allowing the fan to work. So we need to figure out what it is. Let's try it again, then I'll touch the wires to see if I will make any attempt. Another test. Let's see. Okay, no movement. No movement. Yes, the fuse box is there. Okay, so there's a problem. Okay, so I'm going to switch off the system to preserve the battery. I don't want it to drain before I complete this work. So I need to get another relay. Let's see whether the fault has come back. You see, the fault is back. Permanent fault, high speed relay. So I'm going to get another relay. Try that. If it continues, then I will now have to pull that fuse box, see what's going on there. History. Before I parked this car for how long? Like I said, the AC stopped working, so I kind of in anger. Not necessarily anger, was I know. And before now, I used to just go and top up the gas, use it for 2 months or so. Then suddenly, after like a week or two, it stopped. It didn't get up to a month, so it's still in shop. Stopped. It's chilling, I mean. So I was like, okay, this time, let me just leave it. Eventually, I'll fix it. So by the time I decided, let me fix it after like 2 months of packed. So I started the car. Of course, I knew the AC wasn't working, so I didn't bother to put on the AC. So I drove out and did the distance to the workshop. The AC didn't go, the car didn't overheat. So now I did the repairs, mounted everything back, started put on the distance, and so I wouldn't know, but I knew before I parked the car there was no sign of fan issue or overheating issue. So we'll see. This one, so okay, so let me see, get another relay. I just have to go to the factory. I will have there's a relay I can use there. So I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so I was able to go to the 505 and I can see I got additional almost 3 relays from the 505. Now this one, I decided to put this. This is the relay that is running the AC on the 505. So I know for a fact, without even testing it, that it's working well. Um, so let's do it again so that if it doesn't work, then we know for a fact the issue is the, what's it called? It's no longer fan. Of course, I can swap the fan on my 407, but then that would be, there's no need for that. So let's see what that delay is because there's no delay. I see no movement. So issue is elsewhere. So it's now up to me to figure out what it is. Fuse. I don't know. So I'll start with the fuse first. Hold on. So let's be sure. So I'm going to start with the fuse. It's not working. No, it's not the fuse. It's not the relay. No, it's not the relay. Okay, so I mean the fan is okay. Alright. Let me conclude the work. No need to even wait. So to figure out where the issue is coming from. Yeah, show that fault. It could be a wiring issue anyway. So let me clear the fault before I shut down the system. The battery is almost going down. The laptop battery. So I'll have to go and put it on to charge. Then with my torchlight, it's almost getting dark. I'll commence work, see what's going on, pull the fuse box, and take it from there. Alright, so the update. Okay, yeah, update. It's almost late now. I don't even know the time. Probably 8 p.m. Okay, so like I told you guys, I was going to check. So what I now did was I now decided to even make an attempt to look for that fuse. I know there is a fuse for the fan. Almost all Z9. I think all the Z9 V6 I've seen have that fuse. So eventually I found it. So look at it here. How about positioning the camera well? So this is it. It's actually attached on the BSM box. That's the housing, the cover, the plastic housing beside it. So this is the fuse. So I checked it's in good condition, nothing is wrong with it. So I load it out. But of course, to do that I have to remove the air filter box. So I can have space. So a thought now crossed my mind. I was like, remember I showed you guys we did some work here. The AC pipe here. There's a leak, a seal that was replaced here. So I said, let me even start from that side, knowing that we did the work there, you know. So I decided to also trace the wiring connector on the fan all the way from here to this side till it got to this point. Now I was like, okay, fine. There's actually a negative line that comes from here, because I traced it and realized that one of the negative supply to the farm actually stops here. So which was here actually, look at it, but it wasn't like this before. So when I now looked, I said, okay, let me even remove the bolt here. As soon as I removed that bolt that is holding 3 wires here, 3 negative wires, I now saw there was no way any of those components that need this negative supply from here to work, because it was so rustily bad that it wasn't making any contact on any of those wires. So let me show you. So I now have to remove this. So now look at them. You can see this thick 3 wires. Almost how many? Not 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wires. So initially they were here. So the worst was that bad. There was no way none of them could work. So I knew eventually this was the problem. And I was now thinking, meaning that other things that also that needed negative supply from here won't be working well as well. So I removed them and now use my file. This is my file, to brush the entire connectors, the one that sits here, and clean them off. The bolt was actually very bad, rusted. So I was like, okay, let me put it back. As I was trying to tight it, it just broke. So meaning that this place has become useless. Unless I now get a welder that can remove it, but no need for that. So I had to figure out where else can I move these wires to. So all I did was to put it here, and so it was actually supposed to be. Let me show you guys. Let me show you. Okay. So this was actually supposed to be outside. Then you put the 10 nuts here. But then I had to use that place, this particular bolt stud, to serve as the negative ground supply to those. Is it 4 or 5 wires? So at least I can be able to tight it here. This is just for this thing. This is what this thing holds. Just for this channel that brings in cooler air to the engine. So it's not as if it has any special thing is sold. So alright, so I'm going to hold it here. There's another one here, but that one may not be able to go in. 10 bolts that goes here. But I'll first tie this one. So as it is now, so I've done it, and so I want to show you guys to see. So I've not changed the fan. This is still the spare fan. This is the old fan that I removed from the vehicle. So let's find out if it now works. So I put back. Oh, let me even. This is the relay, the old one, in the toolbox. Let me put back the one. I tested it and actually it works. Let me leave it. Later I'll put back the. So I'm using that old one to confirm. The one on the toolbox. I didn't know whether it works or it doesn't work. Okay, so let's remove this so you guys can see. So let's do the testing of the fan. Let's start with the high speed. So you can see it here. Okay. Let's see. You can see it's spinning. You can see. That was the problem. The negative supply. Wow, the fan is moving. It doesn't move out of position. So yeah, this is the spare fan is working. Eventually I'm going back the old fan I removed from the vehicle. So the relay is working, so it means I'll keep that relay back in the toolbox in terms of when I need to rule out things, in terms of emergency. It can serve the purpose I kept it there for. Let me check. I'm not sure the low speed fan works here, but let's find out. 407 it will not work, but let's see. Okay, I don't think it works. Yeah, it shouldn't work on this on ES9. You know, this injection system. It's only the high speed works. Okay, so that is sorted. Um, so what I will now do is okay. So I will start to reverse everything. I'll put back the old fan. I don't need for me to leave this one. I'll put back the old fan and I put it back. I don't even need to do this test anymore. I'll mount the fan back on the fan shroud or this assembly and then do another test, but that will be after I must have mounted and tested everything. No, coupled everything back. I will do another test and confirm that this fan is working, which I know is working anyway. So at least you guys now know when you have this kind of issue, don't panic. Like I said, I think what happened was because for us to gain access to that place that was leaking gas, AC gas, we needed to remove all these things here. But I think also what happened was when we were, I think it was the AC technician that mounted it back that tight because I had to remove those wires, those negative wires. So, but if I was the one that was mounting it, but if I had seen that was, there's no way I'll put it back without cleaning them. Anyway, that's by the way, you know. So, but like I said, it was eventually was going to happen because the worst was that bad. I was even surprised if I was working earlier before this incident. So, so whatever the other things that ground supply is supposed to power, I think they will start working well. Meaning, you know, probably there have been issues that I didn't know. We'll see. So I'll update as soon as I copy everything back. So in this case, I didn't need to replace anything. You know, so like I said, it takes some patience to tackle this kind of fault. If there are some people that immediately they will call technician, electrician, hey, please bypass this one, make it direct, let it work. Before you know it, they will mess up the entire wiring system. You know, so it's always good if there's an issue. If issue comes up suddenly, relax, think back. What was the last thing you did on that vehicle? Go back to that side. You know, in this case, there was nothing that was not tightened or coupled back or mistake, you know, wrongly mounted. No, everything was done properly, except that for some reasons that there was big rust there, but it was partially working. So it was now removed and mounted back. There was no way it could work anymore unless you have to clean that place properly. And of course, while I was not doing it this night, the boat broke there. So that served its purpose. So I moved it to another place and serving the work now. So this is the boat that actually broke. Look at it. You can see. So this one can now serve that purpose. I need this. You can see, put this here so you can be able to hold this assembly that where I can now put back the air filter box, and yeah, will do. So that one here, there's one here. I will try and see if I can be able to put it, but I doubt because it won't give more space. Let this do the work. You just for it to hold the air filter box. It's not doing any major work there. So, alright, rotate. Okay, so I've mounted everything back, including the fan. So what I'm going to do now is I put back the old fan, the fan that was on the car before the whole thing started. So I don't actually need to use the system. So let's see. So start the car. What's the time now? Probably around 9 p.m. by now or so. Okay. Alright, so yeah. So let's start the vehicle. Okay. So as you can see, the AC is not on, it's only the blower that is running. Okay, so I'm going to check fan. So you can see the fan is actually off. Okay. So let's see the AC. First I'm going to run it the AC to see whether the fan comes up. Okay. So so it's going to put on the compressor now. Okay, and the compressor is coming. Let's see. I can hear the sound of the fan now. It's spinning now. Okay, so what is considered? Not easy. But it's fine anyway, you know, especially this is my car, so yeah, I'm taking my time. This kind of thing it's about patience. Okay, so I've actually didn't check the AC ever since let me switch off the torchlight. Probably don't need it anymore. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's going. It's chilling. So like I said, after this thing I did, I will expect there could be something. In fact, what I will do is eventually I'm going to go back to engine bay and start to check for other grounds. Bolted on the body of the car, the chassis, because it won't be only this one will have that problem, including the engine, the boot. I'll start checking all the grounds, so because most likely there could be other ones that must have rusted and affecting one or two electronic components of the vehicle. You know, sometimes, yeah, over time you will even remember that some things that are not that, even though you to do it, they are working, but they're not actually working as they are supposed to. Okay, so I'm going to take the car for a drive now, and sun is still booting. Take the car for a drive and see what happens. That's the best I can do. Okay, so learn from this. I believe you will learn. Take your time, don't rush, don't start abusing your cooling, engine cooling system, your fan, your thermostat, you know, name it, because that is the kind of thing people will start messing with the system, because as far as they're concerned, they just want the fan the fan to work no matter what, so they won't really care whatever it takes, even if it messes up the engine, because once you start to do all those bypass, trust me, the death of the engine has already started, rapid death. Okay, so I'm done with this. Hopefully the AC will last longer this time. Yeah, I use the same the so-called original power cool AC gas. So let's hope it will last this time. Okay, so till next video.